Hi there, so making a really quick video because in some instances there are some platforms out there that you may collect reviews on that we don't automatically pull in from. So when you come to the channels, you can look down the list of all the platforms that we automatically connect to. That means we will automatically pull in those reviews from those platforms. Now, one that's notable out there is LinkedIn. So LinkedIn, obviously you get personal recommendations instead of company reviews. So that's why we're not yet at the stage of pulling anything in from LinkedIn. But I'm going to show you how you can get around that, and if you have a ton of personal recommendations on your LinkedIn profile that you want to bring in and show on your widgets, then you can do this very simply. So come up to posts up the top here. So I'm just inside my example account, but exactly the same for you. Come to posts, and then you can click plus post here, so add post here. And the first thing you're going to do, if this is going to be a source that you're going to use regularly, I'm going to say add a source. So you're going to click that little button there and just say no review sources found. Add your first review source. So you give it a name, so let's say it's LinkedIn. Give it a label if you want to call it LinkedIn again. You can put a link to it, so that'll probably be the full thing actually. Apologies. Select an icon, so obviously get the image from it, but we can obviously try and pull that in from the URL that you've got. Average review score and total number of reviews. So this is something that's manual at the moment because obviously we cannot automatically pull them in. So that's only for a specific couple of widgets where it will show an amalgamation of how many reviews you've got, but you don't need to put anything in there if you don't want to. It's optional. Remember to keep this up to date. You will need to update this manually, unfortunately. Pick a colour, optional, used for the badge widgets. So you can choose a colour if you wanted to pick blue. That goes along with obviously LinkedIn. We try and get exact hex code for it and things, but just for example's sake I'm going to do that and press submit. Now I have LinkedIn as a review source, so when I come back to posts here, I'm going to just click off there and come back to posts. When I want to add a new post, I can now select LinkedIn. So that's going to be it, and you can keep adding sources and stuff like that. So say I've got a review, and obviously off screen just now as an example, I've got a review from a customer. Fantastic. If you had a profile image, if you're happy sharing it, then you can do that. You don't need to put that in there at all. You could just leave that blank, add a photo if there's any kind of product photos that go along with it. If you sell shoes, for example, you could do that. If there's a YouTube video that goes along with it. Select the date. If it was today, fantastic, it should be pre-selected. If not, go back in time, select the date, and the time is just there to kind of say if you got 3 or 4 reviews in a day, which ones came first, we put them in order. So select the date and the time. Obviously you're going to be putting 5 stars or 4 stars at least on your platform. Choose the number of stars, paste in the actual review, save post. Now obviously I put that back a few days, so that was probably a mistake, but if I look back, I'm going to see a customer 11 days ago in my inbox. So this is my posts inbox. Scroll down here and it just appears in there. So obviously I'm happy with this one. I want this to appear on my widget. But I'm going to change this just for example's sake. I'm going to change this back to today's date, just so it appears right at the top of the list. I'm going to say right there, save the post. So it will now be one of the most recent reviews up the top, 18 hours ago, just yesterday. But I'm going to approve this post. Simply click the green tick. And if I've got widgets set up on my account, on my website, then that will literally be showing on my website right now. So fantastic way to do it, and you can keep adding posts. So yes, it's manual, but once you've set up your review source, it's a case of just choosing the drop down, name, star rating, date and text, save post, and then approve it, and it's on your website.